I'm excited this week to show and review for you a proper miter gauge for my table saw, something I've wanted for a long time, finally giving me the precision, safety, and possibilities that a table saw can do outside of rip cuts. Banggood sent me this unit, the HD-MG21 precision miter gauge from HONGDUI, and here's my experience using this and making something I'd always want to make but lack the needed precision with my stock miter gauge, a segmented bowl on my lathe. If that fence wasn't long enough already, it stretches up to 910 millimeters or 3 feet long. The readings in millimeters by default can be flipped around to use inches. It came well packaged and protected, and assembly, as you can see, is pretty simple. To add the fence, you have to go to your table saw so it lands at the right height relative to the slot. Square it down by eye and just screw in the hand screws while pushing down on the fence and it lands perfectly square. By default it comes a little loose in the slot, but with an Allen key you can get those perfect. It's very simple to set up. Raise your blade and set the fence to about 1/8 from the blade. The closer you are, the better it'll be and avoid tear out. The distance doesn't matter, because you're going to set your zero right against the blade by bringing the stop block there and turning the calibration wheel to 0. Here's a few repeat cuts so you can see how firm this is, leading to exact length. It slices really well, and holding it by that big handle keeps that hand well out of danger. The pieces are identical, which is great for the project I have coming up. Once you're set, you can micro adjust the stop block without unlocking it and relocking it, leading to a loss of precision. You can micro adjust it about 1/4 inch on each side. Now for the miter angle, it goes to 70 degrees on both sides, and there's a physical click for each degree, making really satisfying to use and precise for repeat results, not being micro degrees off when resetting it to the same degrees. Let's try a few angle cuts and see how well it could do connecting 4 45-degree cuts. This piece here, since my stop block will be hit by just a corner and could be lifted up or moved, helps keep it very solid by snapping onto it with a magnet and screwing onto the T-track. It's a great design, and for angle cuts or just reassurance, it's great to have. For such short pieces, as I've seen other YouTubers do, and now felt I had to do since it's so small, I'm using the eraser end of a pencil to hold onto my piece. It works great. Gluing them up was perfect and made a perfect frame. After a little sanding to remove any rough edges or connections and level them together, as this wood is not jointed, it looks awesome. No gaps whatsoever, meaning that those 45-degree angles were perfect. Now time to do that project I've been wanting to make since I've gotten a lathe, but couldn't do because my stock DeWalt miter gauge was too loose and bad quality to even think about getting the precision needed for this. I'm making it out of purple heart, walnut, and maple. Basically, I need to prepare strips of wood that I'll cut into 12 pieces to form circles, smaller and smaller to form a bowl that I'll stick together and turn smooth on my lathe. Now's the time for the HD-MG21 to shine. I set my fence to the sizes I want, plus 1.5 inches for the piece of 2x2. I'm measuring against it because it's unsafe to use the fence and miter gouge at once. This lets me use the fence for length without actually using the fence actively. As you can see, I removed the fence, and soon I'll show you why, as it can be used with a temporary sacrificial fence, giving you a zero clearance for better and smoother cut. First, I wanted to cut a few ases. See if it works great with just a miter bar, and it does. But soon you'll see why a fence is needed to avoid wasting some wood. I'm using MDF here, just to have enough so that it gets cut on your first cut. For each circle, I'm going a 1/4 inch smaller, and it gives you a typical bowl shape, as you'll see. To glue those up, I'm using metal clamps and a mallet to make sure it stays flat. The next day, I give them a quick sanding and glue them up in a pile, with another piece of wood maple for the bottom of the bowl. Now, finally time to turn a segmented bowl. I was excited to finally try. It takes a while because a lot of those areas start pretty steep, but I got it done outside first, then inside, with the carbide turning tools. Since you're just hitting the side grain, it goes fairly fast. I got it sanded with 120, then 220 grit, and finished with butcher block oil. I think it looks amazing. I love that I can make those now using my basic table saw and this precision tool. It's the only miter gauge I ever see myself needing, and I'm super happy to have it in my shop. You'll for sure see more of it soon. Thanks to Banggood for sending me this for review. I've left links in the description to it. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and see you next time.